We are now approximately, 80, 85 days into this new Trump administration, and the pace has moved like a lightning storm. Everybody is amazed. The reporters, especially the lefties, are just bewildered, and they're having an awful time just trying to keep track of what all is happening. It's mind-numbing. It's a lot of fun. Everyone seems to be pretty happy with the results of what has taken place so far, except there's one controversial figure that is a nagging problem. She was from the time she was first nominated for the job of AG, and that is Pam Bondi. I know it's controversial to even mention it, but when you talk about her being a problem, immediately there are a lot of people that agree with you, and there are a lot of people that say, no, she's doing great, give her time, it takes time, this doesn't happen fast, Trump knows what he's doing. Okay, some of those things are true. But on the other side, we've got Trump supporters that are saying she needs to go, she's a showboat, she's ineffective, all she does is chase the cameras, she's not going to do anything, she's not doing the right things, she needs to go. Those are Trump supporters too. So the Trump supporters need to hash this out. We need to have this discussion and decide what's going on with her. Let's not pretend that Trump can't make a mistake. That's kind of a problem that we've got. You know, I'm a Trump supporter. Our national organization was the first to press for Trump to become a presidential candidate. That was clear back in 2012. We wanted him to primary out Romney. I ran into a huge problem with conservatives. They were telling me that, oh no, Trump, he's a closet Democrat. He's always been a Democrat. He already said if he gets into the White House, he's going to have Oprah be his vice president. Now that everybody knows Trump, they know that was a joke. Everybody's allowed to have a sense of humor. But I am a Trump supporter, but I'm not afraid to say that guys made mistakes. For God's sakes, it's our job as citizens to watch and accurately assess these people. We're supposed to be vigilant. Trump works for us too, just like everybody else does. Pam Bondi works for us. We've got a right to say if we've got a problem with her. And right now, the employee review for her from the Trump voters isn't going that well. It might be 50-50. 50-50 is not good, considering everybody seems to be fully on board with the rest of the administration. So why does she have a problem? I don't know why it is, but Trump has had a problem picking AGs. In his first term, he got Sessions, lousy choice. I complained about that right away and caught a lot of flack. Didn't care. Turned out I was right. He backstabbed Trump first chance he got. So he picks Barr to replace it. The sad thing was, Matt Whitaker was already in there as an interim AG. The guy is a rock star. He's exactly what we need as an AG. He was already there, and all he had to do was be confirmed to stay there, nominated and confirmed. Trump threw him away and put in Sessions, who had to be tossed out after taking himself out. Then he brings Barr out of the establishment mothballs. The guy starts screwing up right away, shafting the administration, shafting the Trump supporters, and he never got fired. I'm not sure what Trump's problem is with picking these AGs. I didn't know enough about Bondi when she went in, so I reached out to some friends of mine from Florida, very astute people, vigilant, patriotic types, and they warned me against her. So I had my guard up all along, and what I'm seeing, they were right. She's a showboat, appears to be, and appears to be ineffective. Yes, she's getting a lot of the illegals thrown out. With the help of Kash Patel, Tom Homan's got a lot to do with that too, along with Kristi Noem. Bondi doesn't get all that credit. Yes, she filed a lot of charges against MS-13. That's a good thing. I'm not going to say that everything she does is bad or that she doesn't do anything. What I'm saying is I don't think she's doing enough. Right away, I know people are going to say it takes time, just like they always have. I understand it takes time. It takes time to get all of them. It doesn't take time to get the easy ones. You know, when the Democrats get a charge against a Republican, boom, they get the evidence at 2 o'clock. The charges are filed by 4. Republicans don't do that, and I don't know what the hell is wrong with them. They won't go after the first case until they're done with all the cases, and by that time, you're in someone else's term, statute of limitations is run out, but there's another reason they can't pursue it. That's exactly what happened with Hunter. They could have picked him off right away. No, we got to complete the investigation. It's like, hell no you don't. Run with the charges you've already got. Take your easy ones. Go get the easy guys. Don't tell me that there's no evidence against anybody yet. You do not have to close the book on the investigation with the last man of 10,000 before you file charges against the first guy. Get the damn ball rolling. Let the people know there's an investigation going on. They're already destroying evidence. What difference does it make? There's evidence out there. Musk has produced a lot of evidence. What do you think this operation that DOGE has uncovered, along with a lot of this other stuff, because some of this stuff is tied to it. This is the largest organized crime operation ever conducted in world history. There's no question of that. The numbers are there. We've got the proof, just from what Musk has already uncovered. Fake names, social security numbers. There's a lot going on here, and it took a lot of people and a lot of agencies to pull off all the different variations of it. Look at the USAID operation. That's just one. We know that money's been stolen that was supposed to go to Ukraine. Where did that go? We've had military weapons, over $1 billion worth of military weapons disappeared from base warehouses in Yemen under Obama. Our news over the past 20 years has been a series of corrupt incidents that never get prosecuted, and I'm afraid we're looking at it again, and Pam Bondi has not said that that is not going to happen. She has not said that they're going to dig in, find every damn one of them, and prosecute each of them to the fullest, no matter who they are. She has not said there's going to be a RICO operation. If anything ever fit the criteria for RICO prosecution, it is these cases of government corruption we're seeing right now. But we have not heard from Bondi that they're even thinking of a RICO case. We have not heard that she is going to go after every government official no matter where the trail leads. This administration is doing everything they say. And I am very concerned about what Pam Bondi is not saying. I'm not satisfied with that. That's why she's a controversial figure. It is not our duty as citizens to lay back and say, I trust Trump. He can't make a mistake. It's not possible. For God's sake, give him time. Don't tell me that there isn't one person that could get arrested so far. Giuliani was a master at using RICO laws, and one of the reasons he was because they'd pick off a low-level guy. And they'd threaten him. They'd tell him, hey, you're getting 25, 30, 40 years unless you roll over on your boss. You tell us you cooperate, and we'll take away your time. Give us the next guy up the chain. That's how RICO cases operate. But they have to start with arresting somebody. She hasn't even said they intend to. Giuliani said they were going to. Bondi is not inspiring confidence. We haven't seen anything to convince us that she's going to do something that she is not saying she is going to do. We would be foolish to assume she is going to do something she has not said. We would be foolish to assume that it's impossible for Trump to make a mistake, a human mistake. The man is still human, but a human mistake with position of AG because he has a history of it. It's our job as citizens to be vigilant. All of them work for us, including Trump and Bondi. They all work for us. We're supposed to be vigilant. We're not supposed to be vigilant so we can sit on the couch and keep our mouths shut. If Bondi is not doing her job, and we're raising the red flags out here, and we're getting loud about it, Trump hears that. We're actually helping the guy. The last time everybody stayed quiet and Barr screwed him for a couple years, nothing was accomplished. Trump was worse off for it. And the American public stayed quiet and watched it all and let it happen, even though nobody was happy with Barr. I'm not going to do that again. I didn't do it then, but I'm not going to do that with Bondi. I'm not going to keep my mouth shut and let her do what I consider to be damage to this administration. Pam Bondi needs to come to a microphone without the baseball cap and the camouflage. Just come to the microphone and tell us that you are going after all government officials. You're not just going to dig some guy out of a closet in Oklahoma City in some department no one heard of and say, yeah, this guy got $80,000, and then forget it all and say that you went after them. No, we want the whole thing flushed out. Historically, it has worked. Once again, you go back to Giuliani. He destroyed the 5 families in New York. I'd say that guy knows something about applying RICO laws. Get the first person in, some low-level guy, you have him turn in the next guy, You get it out there that you're pursuing a RICO case. People who are up the chain, that know they're guilty, that no evidence is going to lead to them, they see these people turning themselves in. They know that person has evidence on them. They come in and they start making deals. You don't have to run every one of them down. They start turning themselves in because they know it's going to catch up with them anyway. They want to get in there and cut a deal. You don't want to be the last person that hasn't cut a deal. Another thing about using the RICO, it's a deterrent for the future. The next people that come along and think about dipping into the company till while they're working inside our government, they're going to remember that. They're going to think, oh, hell no, we'll all go down, just like they did back there in 2025. But it's not happening. A RICO case flushes people out of the woodwork. They crawl out from the shadows. They come out from underneath the rug. They know they're going to get caught up. They turn themselves in. They bring evidence. They copy files. They take thumb drives, copy stuff onto it, bring it to the DOJ. That's why it's important that Bondi comes out and says that she's going to prosecute it as a RICO. But she hasn't done that, has she? We know it works that way. She should know it works that way. If she does and she's not doing it, ask yourself why. Is she afraid about how far it'll go? This needs to happen. It doesn't do any good to have something like the RICO statute for prosecuting organized crime when our own damn DOJ won't use it. This is a number one issue for Americans. This is the number one issue among patriots. We are sick of the government corruption. She doesn't seem to be as sick of it as we are. Trump hit the ground running with everything else, and the only slow spot is her. She's doing a great job parading around every illegal that they find, but that's just one facet of a much larger problem. Good, you're getting the illegals. It's a big department. Don't tell me that Bondi is busy. She doesn't do these investigations. People need to get that. She commands the FBI to do a lot of it. She is the boss. She delegates. She manages. She communicates. She stays on top of it. Asks the people in the field, what are you coming up with? She tells them what to do and sends them out to do it. It's just like a person that runs a big company, a big retail store, a big factory. You got your lieutenants lined up underneath you. You tell them what to do. You check back with them, and they tell you what their department under them is doing. That's what Bondi's position is. She is not the one investigating this stuff, so do not tell me that, oh, she doesn't have time. She's already busy. All she's got to do is open up another friggin' notebook, okay? Label it RICO case. Put some names in it. Call those names in the office and say, I want you guys investigating this as a RICO. Next Monday, you're going to be back here again telling me about the progress you're making. That is Bondi's job. So don't give us this excuse that she doesn't have time. 15 minutes in her office, she could do it. 10 minutes in front of a microphone, she could tell us she plans to do it. She has not told us. She has not indicated it. We have no reason except blind faith to believe she's going to do it, and we have nothing from her to inspire blind faith. Anyone who doesn't realize this isn't thinking. There's nothing that I've said that can be disputed because I'm not a Trump hater. I'm not a Bondi hater. What I laid out is the facts. There's nothing that I've said that should be controversial. We're supposed to be vigilant for a reason. We're not helping Trump if we keep our mouths shut when there's a problem going on that he's had before and didn't fix before. They work for us. It's our job. I'd be completely happy with Bondi. I'd be the first to celebrate her if she stepped up and did something. I hope she gives me that chance because right now I'm not seeing it. I hope people will share this video, discuss it with people, and get it out there that this needs to happen. I want to thank you all for coming back and listening again. I hope you go back and look at what else we've covered. If there's something you'd like to have covered, let us know and we will do it. We always talk about what they don't say. This needs to be said. We all need to be saying it. Send us your comments. Send us your thoughts. Thanks for coming back. And may God continue to bless this great country of ours.